What's up, guys? It's been a bit, but now it's time to reveal the processing power, or well, the power of bazaar flipping and auction flipping. Now, simply, what is auction flipping? I will let my future self explain. Bazaar flipping is conducted by this NPC here, or this NPC here. It doesn't matter which NPC, or if you have access to the booster cookie, you could do slash bazaar, or you can go into booster cookie bazaar and then blah blah. Okay, so how does it work though? Well, simply to speak, bazaar flipping requires you to buy low and sell high. Now, how do you actually do this is interesting. It's actually not that hard once you get used to it, but I, as an example, I will use, let's say, quartz. Okay, quartz. Quartz is big in the economy now at this point. So what would you do? Well, simply saying. Now let's remember I'm gonna take a screenshot and we're gonna use that for later on. So right now we have this current amount of money, okay? So now we're gonna talk to the bazaar, we're gonna go to quartz, I will just go normal quartz, and then we're gonna buy and create a buy order, okay? So what this will do is this will give us the ability to actually, buy quartz for blah blah. So I would pick, let's say I bought like 1,000, like let's say. I would, if you can do this any time, to say the least. You can do this as a low level, you can do this as a high level, it can be done at any point. But for this step, it would usually you would click on top order 0.1 plus, and that's a bit more, but it's not really that different. Really, it doesn't really change anything. So I would do this. I'll make a buy order of just 1,024. Okay. Now some of my money will go down, okay, so I'm going to take another screenshot, okay, and now we wait for that buy order to come in, so now we just wait, and then here we go, our buy order for quartz has failed. I'm going to have to empty out my inventory real quick, because I need to clean some things out so I can actually carry the quartz, okay, so since now I have quartz, I can now gather the quartz I gained. I have a lot of quartz to go with here, so let me just clear out some inventory space. Ready. I think it's a mistake that I like just stop time. I need to clean mine. Okay, so now we have all the nether quartz. Now what would I do with it? Okay, so I technically bought it for 24,986 bucks, okay? Now, I will now click on the Bazaar Man, or Bazaar Agent, or Bazaar Man, either one works, and I would go to Quartz, and I would create a sell order, okay? Remember, sell order. Now, when I click on sell order, you gotta press, usually, best offer 0.1, Simple as that. And I have made if this goes through, I have made at least a 2K profit. It's not that much, but over time it'll stack up, This can be used for any type of money, any type of thing, whatnot. Any type of resource, but it starts to get slower and slower as you go up. Like, let's say, enchanted diamond block, right? You won't get as much, like, it'll take a little bit more of sell orders to go through, And we got the refined diamond, everything goes with it. So anything that's more expensive, like, it'll just, be more rare and whatnot. So, yeah. So now, the sell order will go through soon, blah, blah. And while we're talking about that, we will talk about what auction agents are. Now, the auction is simple. There's two modes: you buy or you auction. So let's say you wanted to auction for this beacon block. That's a buy now, but I wouldn't really buy this. Now, auction flipping is an interesting thing. Okay, so technically, let's say you wanted a phantom mod. Okay, so you could buy, so technically it's like the same premise. You could buy low, but then you could sell high. So like I could bid on this for 57K, and then I can sell it back for maybe as a buy now for 500k. However, I would have to win that auction and I'd have to sell it off. So it really depends on luck if you're gonna do it as a bid, but if you're gonna do a buy now, you can take advantage of some stuff. I won't say what you can do because sometimes you have to find out the strategy for what you can bid. So like, but here's now. Nobody should really get mad at me. Well, should not be mad at me, but you can buy you can buy turbo books, which I have found out that a lot of people just sell their turbo books for like a low price after like, let's say up and another course is filled. I don't know how long that took, but I'm good. So technically, when you would let's say you claim your word for like, turbo books, whatnot. People usually after that, people might sell it for like 10k, 20k. Well, the actual price is much more different than that, like 60k. You can use that to buy it for low price, and you can sell it later, or you can buy it for $2 to make even more profit. It's like that, which is honestly simple as heck. Anyways, going back to the bazaar, we have earned around 22k. We bought, let's say, 24k. We made. I still have more to claim. Okay, so I made at least 25-ish k from that. That was at least a small more profit, which is good. It's not bad. It's not good, but if you do this for a while, you can make a good ton of money. Also, you could also attempt to just buy low, sell high with this too, but it takes a lot more predicting. So like we have like a graph here. Like you have to predict, like if you see an average, you'll be like, oh blah blah, this is just the buy price. You can predict the buy prices of buy orders and sell offers, stuff like that. But this is just a simple chat, just a simple guide on how to bazaar flip and auction flip. Also, if you're gonna technically, just I'm not gonna say any big good money making methods like for bazaar, because usually people will hop on that and be like, oh, and the price will significantly go down. Other quartz right now has actually been a more decent use to say the least. So yeah, that's all I have to say. I hope you guys enjoyed. Remember, you need a bit of money to start off with the bazaar. I will also show the nice comparisons of the money we began with earlier and the big money that we ended with, okay? So yeah, get some money, make some money, and then sell for money, and then boom. Easy way to make money without having to fight or farm carrots or whatever. See y'all later. Bye. Quick edit, but I forgot to tell you about the Bazaar Tracker website. You can use this to track the most top graphs and the top smarts, the top margins, the top demands, and the top resells. What I would technically just focus on is, I believe, the resells. If you're just going from NPC to the Bazaar, or the top demands, which you can actually use for the highest sell volume. So like let's say cactus, or like cactus is an easy thing to get, or ender pearls are also easy to get. Those have high, high coins. And then these things like perfect Jasper gems, nobody's really gonna get them because technically that's new. And snowballs people can get and be, but it has the highest profit gap percentage, all that stuff. I know I might be sounding alien, but I would just focus on, if you're focusing on NPCs, the resell. If you're focusing on the demands, you do top resell. Anything else, I wouldn't do unless you want to be smart about things. But just focus on, like I said, top demand and top resell. That's all you should probably focus on. I will I will put the Bazaar tracker in the description below for you guys to use. Alright, this is my little edit here, and yeah, I'll see y'all later.